Hello, it's Megan from the Paper Mill for video 3 of the butterflies kit. I've reprinted these ones off. I'm a bit out of breath. I've gone up and down my garden so many times. Right. So I've reprinted these ones off just because they were, they had lines. So I've redone them. I don't know why the rest of the kit didn't come out like it. Normally, once it starts doing that, it doesn't go away, but it seemed to have fixed itself. And then I'm going to add it to my journal. I wanted to put that one somewhere and I've forgotten where. I think there. What I might do is take it through to there. Ooh. I'm just going to add a couple of pages and then I've got a plan to do something else as well from the kit. But this is what I wanted to do yesterday. Well, I say yesterday. For you it was last week. I've done that too short. It's too short. Okay. Let's add something to the bottom. Now, do I want this, before I glue this all down, to fold out? I do like them folding out. So I might... Right, so I want to stick, let's move that one up the way, stick that down there. Do I want to tear off a bit? No, I don't. I'm going to stick a bit of this at the bottom, I think, because it's quite neutral. Just take that bit off the end. Do all of it. Right. Down. Like so. Leave a little. Okay. And then let's just do the edge. Go up to that line. I've gone over. And I'm going to fold that over. I can hear my sister coughing. I'm just going to go check on her. I'm back. She's just choking on her granola, but she's all right. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I like that. It's lovely. Love dried flowers. And then that is page. So now I've done that, I can go back to what it was that I was going to do today. So I was going to do that last week. I want to do these. So I'll cut one out. Right, so let's fold this over. What you need to do is cut these little, I mean, you don't have to, you can stick something over the top of them. What I intend to do, I need my weenie scissors. I don't know why I always pick those ones up when I've got these lovely ones. Right, you cut that out, and then you can leave it and then cover that with something and then have something inside, have them so you can open them out like that. I'm going to cut it out. I found some plastic that I'm going to put one of those butterflies in, and then I am gonna do one with dried flowers, and then I'm going to also do one with, so I'm going to print them off again. I'm going to also do one with the wax that I used the other day for my July kit. Is it July? Right, I used wax and ironed it, and it makes it transparent. Right. Okay. Right. I found these. I've got some cigarette cards in here. I wondered if that, I think that might be too thick. If I could use that, or I've got some packaging from one of my son's toys. He got how long does it need to be? Let's cut this. So you do it twice. So you layer it. I've not done this before. I've seen it done so many times. I don't tend to use plastic. That's why I'm not really a fan of the stuff. And I often buy my son second-hand toys, so they don't often come in plastic packaging. Did I do that too thick? That's too wide. Better. It is. Okay. So if you have oh, that's still different. Right. There. Oh. I'll glue one of these in. Oop. Which butterfly? Might do that one. And obviously you could put whatever you like in these. I do have lots of dried flowers, which I'm quite tempted to put in. Where is my dried flower press? Let's see. Instead of the butterfly. Right, this will take me ages. Just pause. Right. Right. Let's see, I've used a lot of them, so I don't have a massive amount. That'd be quite nice. I think I do have some Love in the Mist in here somewhere, or fern would be good. I've got lovely some lichen. I love lichen. I love the smell of it. I'm a little bit plant obsessed, to be honest with you. There you go. Well, that's what I'm going to put in there. It's some daisies. It has to be 3. What I used to do with my dried flowers is make tea bag art. So I used to press flowers in between tea bags. That's lovely. Which I actually have, which I might go get some, and then I'm going to put them in between the other one. But obviously you can do the butterflies, put the butterflies in. But I've gone rogue with flowers. I always go rogue with flowers. I just can't help myself. And press them in. Oh look, I love it. Right. And then put the pin back in the glue. And then glue the rest down. I hope that, see, now that's going to irritate me. There. Like so. I love it. Oh, it's so cute. Right, okay. Oh, they move around, but that's all right. They're already dry, so they're not gonna go off in the plastic. Just straighten that up a bit. And then you've got yourself a little specimen thing. I might go get my dried flower tea bags, if I can find them, and then I'm going to put them in the other one. I will be back again. Sorry, I keep pausing you today. Right. I have these. Let's see. So I used to make these. I used to sell them. And these are ones I had left over. They're like sun catchery sort of things. That would look really nice. And another daisy one. What I wanted to find is a Love in the Mist, which is that. I think it might be a bit too wide. I've probably got some others. That one might be quite good. But what I'll do is that I will cut out the other one. I'm going to pause you again. Bye. Right. Something I've discovered is better to fold it before you cut these bits out. It's because it's a bit tricky to fold it. Right, okay. So I was thinking maybe that one. Or that one. Quite like that not being in the middle. That looks quite nice. Ooh, what else have I got? I have so many of these. I've made hundreds and hundreds. I used to sell them on my website. I don't know if they're still available on my website. You can go and have a look. But this just goes to show how much tea I do drink. These are all tea bags. Look at that one with the gold. That's rather gorgeous, isn't it? I think what I might do is start adding these to my journals. And so they're just sitting in a box in my utility room. Why in my utility room? I don't know. Maybe I should add them. I think which was the one? I think I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to cut it. I don't want to cut that flower. That's not going to be long enough. I'll just cut it. Right, don't worry too much, Megan. It's okay. Everything is okay. Right. Yep, I'm going to glue that down. Right. I've also turned these into, I made circles out of hazel twigs, and then I bound these onto the twigs, and so they were proper sun catchers. I made those a long time ago. I used to sell them at a store. They look really nice if you're into that sort of natural woodland fairy kind of aesthetic, which I very much am. Right, I'll just trim off the edges. There you are. So what you could do with the fairy, they're not fairies, are they? They're butterflies. You could I've made sure I've given you enough space so that they fit on here. So you just cut the amount off so it has a little lip over it. And then if you drop some candle wax, put it between some grease-proof paper and iron it, it will make it go slightly transparent like this. This is an example of this has been waxed, so that you can put that in there and the butterfly should show through. Or you can do some nice tissue paper art with some dried flowers inside, or with a nice image, or you can leave them there and stick something over the top of them, but they make a nice little thing to get tucked into some books. I'm gonna have to cut that. But yeah, what do you think? There you go. And what else did I do today? I added that, so that would look really nice actually attached. It goes lovely, which is what I might do. And you can print these off so many times and make absolutely loads of them, which would be a great way to have a load of stuff available for just adding to all sorts of journals. And then you've got a ready-made ephemera, which is always great to just add to. I'm tempted to do that as a flip out there. I think that looks really nice. Okay, what does that one look like? It looks really nice. Okay, I'm really pleased with these. I'm going to make more of these, I think, for my shop. So keep an eye out if you enjoy using them. I'm going to do lots of different styles because that was fun and I want to make more. I'm surprised I haven't done this before. If only I could just cut in a straight line, that would be great, wouldn't it? Right. There you go. I will work more on the kit next week. I'll probably do some of the cabinet cards. I might add some pages, maybe do the tickets. But that's your video for today. I hope you're all well. Take care. Goodbye.